Two things. Either the government of the Republic of Cameroon is itself, directly or through some of its agents, behind these targeted assassinations and attempt at assassinations, or it has completely lost the capacity to assure peace and security. I am indeed gravely concerned today to learn of the targeted assassination of my colleagues, Senator Henry Kemende, and the shooting of Barrister Harmony of Nunjam law offices in Boya. The circumstances of these targeted shootings betray acts of desperation from whoever. And I say this with caution because it is absolutely necessary that very urgent and serious investigations be opened into these killings. I know for one thing, we, the common law lawyers in that part of sub-Saharan Africa, we took steps from 2015 to make a call for redress of age-old grievances regarding the security, the identity, and continuity of not just the common law, but the context within which the common law and the forcible, non-legal, non-legitimate Cameroon has been thriving since past midnight, September 30, 1961. Two things. Either the government of the Republic of Cameroon is itself, directly or through some of its agents, behind these targeted assassinations and attempt at assassinations, or it has completely lost the capacity to assure peace and security. And lastly, it might simply have abdicated, assuming the responsibility to provide peace and security in a territory where it has interest in the resources of the people. The natural resources, I mean to say. It is not once, not twice, but it has been a matter of daily drumming into the ears of the people of southern Cameroon, especially through security forces, that they started this problem that had led into a war. And the question I ask is, who made it go violent and who takes the responsibility for the violence? Is it the lawyers who have consistently been on a peaceful trajectory if Senator Kemende were a violent person that the government would be angry with, would he have even bothered to run an election to go to a parliament or a senate that the Southern Cameroonians did not agree with? Truly, truly, something is fundamentally wrong. And the international community stands directly accused in this instance. The Red Cross organization, with its offices in Yaoundé and other places, cannot pretend not to have sensed all this coming, because the evidence of genocide, the assassination and targeting of lawyers, now coming up high, is just adding on to the strong evidence that genocide is taking place. Yet, the people who set the standards for humane treatment of people, whose foreign policy is anchored on the question of human rights, respect for human rights, protection of life and property, and so on. How can humanity in that part of the world be betrayed so blatantly? I will not say shame. I would rather say, stand by your words. After Rwanda, it was mentioned, never again. Could that never again be translated not just to policy but to action in Southern Cameroon? These wounds being inflicted on a gentlemanly core might just be creating a seed garden for an endemic violent culture in that part of the world. But my prayer is that for the Republic of Cameroon to begin to wash its hands, they have to start very vigorous investigation right away. My dear colleagues, common law lawyers, you will not lose your identity because you've been targeted. I urge you all to take very special care of your personal security. For the longest time we have been on our own. I'm out of the country because I would have fallen like Barrister Kemende. And I'm out of the country because by staying alive, you can still hear my voice. We have only one weapon: our brains and our skills, our knowledge. In fact, the petition that provides the panacea for the ever-growing dimensions of the conflict between Southern Cameroon and the Republic of Cameroon is pending before the Constitutional Council of the Republic of Cameroon. Why can that petition not be heard as a golden entry point into beginning to establish peace between the two peoples? How expensive would the proceedings be if I, who filed that petition, must be the one to prosecute it? There is currently modern technology by Zoom and other media communication outfits, which can be set up very cheaply in the court there. I'm ready to prosecute that case and let the judgment be handed down. I'm not asking for a sentimental judgment. I am asking for a judgment according to law and facts. We cannot continue to disgrace ourselves like this. If Europe and North America have equated our subsoil resources to the humans that we are, it is for us on both sides of the conflict to redefine who we are by upholding the sanctity of the human person and eschewing the destruction of what man has never been able to create, that is creating another man. Let's make a turnaround and put the devil to shame.